Alright, day 22. It's gonna be a really hard video for me to make. It's actually really agitating me to even fucking turn on this damn recording and to still stay on the charts, given it's a Friday. I was able to look. You're seeing the pretty sugar coated version right now, and that's what the trading journal doesn't really detail. It doesn't detail the struggle. It does not nearly detail the mental, the emotions, um, all hitting when somebody's in a trade, right? So, um, it's just a huge game of tug of war every single day of this week. By no means was it hard, but by no means, I just don't think you had a single clear indication or a strong indication of a bias. So every single day of this week, it was like, we might shoot up, but then just for a massive dump, right? So huge pump just for a final dump off, or the other way around. And that kind of was just basically today's story. We had a pump up, and every time she pumped up, it followed by a dump, or we would dump and then we would just create higher highs, and now it looks like we want to be bearish. There's no strong indication. So I want to just make this simple. It's not just me. If you look at this guy, a great student who's also in a mentorship. Look, these are all people who are in the mentorship, right? So um, he got it. And my cousin, he got it. So there's people who did just phenomenally well. And then there's people like myself and this guy who's also great, and he's only been in the mentorship for 2 weeks, by the way, or actually in this Discord for 2 weeks, so not even in the mentorship for a full 2 weeks. And I think he's doing well. I mean, really, I obviously have a little bit more of a experience, so I would say I saw something else, but this was very much, I agree with him straight up. So, again, it's itching me just to show everything. But transparency is key. I want to just keep it honest. Again, day 22. Just finished it. I'm just recording this video. You could see every single thing. I'm not here to say I'm the best. I'm a pretty good trader, but I'm not here to say the best. Wanted to hit the gas. Wanted to really see this account basically not just tip over 1500, because it was like it was like 1489 or 1479 as a balance. So what was it? Yeah, 1487. So I wanted to make basically close to two, three, $400 worth of profit. There's just no way I can sugarcoat it. Now when you trade a live account, it's just a million times harder than trading a funded, especially than trading an eval, right? So at the end of the day, for an eval, for a funded, you guys only pay what, 75, $80. That's just a game. I'd rather just play Roblox. It'll give you the same adrenaline rush. Play the stock market game on Roblox. I'm not trying to put anybody down, but if you think you can trade well, like all these traders or that trade only prop firms, they're flaunting their Audis, RS3s, and then the moment that Lucid or any prop step, even my funded futures, puts them on a live account, still on their broker, but a live account, they start fumbling everything. I just find that honestly just laughable. But still, we're all traders at the end of the day, just different bullshit. So what did I see? Obviously, you can see there's the total account balance after 22 days of trading. Not at all. It's a huge frown on my face as I'm recording this. Just show you guys on a bigger time frame. I took 6 trades. If you didn't count it up, one, two. Actually, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Um, First trade, second trade, third trade, fourth trade, fifth trade, sixth trade. Every win followed by a heavy loss. Win to recoup it, down negative $47, followed by another loss. To be fair though, both of these losses were followed in profit. No drawdown, immediate profit, 10, 15 points. I wanted to see in this case with this buy, I wanted to see a huge push up. And I can show you that buy. So when we came to the market, this was my first bias, right? So I noticed that every time we came basically down, up, 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 and then when we came back, we are holding over here, push up, then we dropped. I wanted it to curl back up, and then it wicked this, and then I wanted to basically break this high, right? Now, I never thought this could be a resistance, but I put a line there just to be careful, right? And in pre-market, I did take that what was it, $30 buy, $38. It was an easy trade. In the moment, literally, I had to just trail my stop loss aggressive as we're getting closer to that zone. So you always want to, you always want to just look to the left. You always want to see, if we're wicking, if we're slowing down in an area, what does that mean to the left, right? You have to look to the left. I remember for what last Friday, yeah, literally last Friday, August 7th, we held basically this as support. So we pumped up, and then we had a little break of structure over here, just dumped. um so I kept that in mind. And again, just a really mentally beating day. Look at every time now we're dump creating testing my resistance just so we could dump. But then when we come back over here, what was once resistance apparently is now this was now treating as support. So crazy. I was also in this red candle. I got in literally right there. I just wanted to see a dump. Actually, I had two trades off of that one candle because she never could dump. And then I had one right over here, which was right here. That was a stupid fucking trade just because I bought it right off of the support and resistance zone. You want few points either on top or below always, because when you put it right there in the middle, it's always going to be a 50-50 trade regardless of whether your bias is right or wrong. You know what I mean? So I had to be very careful of that trade because she couldn't break. Again, I was in a sell. She couldn't break below it, and she couldn't really go much higher. So I was like 10 points in profit, 10 points in drawdown. Do I want to accept, or sorry, 15 points either way? Do I want to accept basically $30, $40 of a loss, $50 of a loss, or do I want to accept $44 in profit? And it was just like, I can't. When you put yourself in that type of situation, there's no moving stop loss to break even, because it's like, you're at a really crucial point. You're gonna get that point retested multiple times. So everybody can differ. That's a really hard point unless if you're comfortably okay with taking the small base hits, if you will. Right now, today I came into the market again. I really wanted to hit a home run today. I wanted to actually make the most. I wanted to come in the market and make 2-3 times compared to what I just made on Monday. Um, when I see this type of trade, $201, when I saw that type of trade, 175, I was like, you know what? At one point, I really wanted to hit the gas, and I was like, this 3 lots of a trade should have been 5 lots. This 2 lots should have been 4 or maybe 3 lots, right? Because I really wanted to hit the gas, and you could tell I'm all emotional and a shit. I mean, that's why I'm burnt out, right? Mentally, when somebody's burnt out, is because of all the emotions and all that stress and all the trauma. It's like profit, red, blue, back in the red. It's like, oh my god. So where was I? What was I saying? Wanted to basically create a higher high market opening. What do we do? I took profit right before market opening, and then we dumped. And I was like, okay, well, here's the thing. I still want to see this hold, right? So I literally jumped in for a sell close to where I bought pre-market, and next thing I know, I bought it, by the way. Bought it. She was wicking it. She came all the way up here. I was up 10, 15 points, guys. Just maybe I broke my rules today. I need to calm down and reflect on it, but it's just hard when you're basically price action is fluctuating between your entry, small profits, and small loss, and then all of a sudden she just dropped all the way down here, and I was like, well, I know that she can hold over here, because if you look to the left, what do we do, right? So we basically came up, dropped here, held. Actually, it should have been like right here. We held and then pushed up. So what do I want to see over here? Really the same story. Am I right? So wanted to see it hold basically right. Actually, should have been like right here. Um, wanted to see it hold a lot smaller than that. I don't know why I made that huge, and it should have just as it did. It went. I didn't take a buy down there because I was like, I don't want to catch a falling knife, because I tried to do that. Caught a buy, and she just immediately tanked. And then I was like, you know what? If she's gonna come back over here, if she's gonna surpass this, let me get in a buy. So again, where I took a buy, um, two times I got into buy again. So I believe my first three trades were all buys. Yeah, it makes sense. So all first three were buys. That second, I mean, the third trade, the third buy was a hit. Literally, $175 just in 51 seconds. You can't beat days like this, guys. So wasn't wrong. I don't think I was wrong because you just look at pre-market, guys. What am I doing? I don't think I was wrong with a buy because if we just look at pre-market, look, look, what did she do? So I literally got for a buy right here. What did she do? When she was finally changing direction, curling, she literally tapped it and then went. So, and then this is where I got, stopped up because as you can see this wick, right? So, um, clear indication it was gonna be a bearish day. I mean, not super clear, but you just gotta live with it, guys. You gotta live with it. You gotta trade the best of your ability, protect your account. I definitely did that. I'm gonna consider today as a dub, mostly for the sake of making myself feel better. But you know what, guys? I have to fucking look at this always on the other side. Um, I'm on a what is this? I'm on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on a 7-day win streak. 22 days trading on the account. I've only still technically only had 2 red days to close the shift, right? Every day, I mean, every week we're making more profit than the next. First week, second week, third week, fourth week, and fifth week. So this account, I mean, if you can just follow and implement how I'm trading this account, you can very much be on a funded by now. You probably could have been on a funded literally after day 5 or day 6 of the eval. So, but people don't have this type of patience. I mean, don't copy. Nobody should be copying my styles of over trading. Nobody should copy um 6 trades. Nobody should be taking realistically 2 to 3 more trades. But when you're trading a small account, and especially when you have the mental flexibility, which in case I do, I want to hit 4 home runs. Part of trying to capture home runs, you just take small trades, emotions. You cut the small trades instead of trailing stop losses. You just manually close it. It always happens. So this video doesn't need to be longer than what it already is now. I feel like this is already a 15-20 minute video. Um, it's Friday. Um, again, if you're not in this Discord, we got a lot of stuff coming up, man. We got a lot of stuff coming up. This is not just a trading server. It's gonna be a lot more than what I want it to be. A lot more than just trading. So I want this to be like an ultimate hangout place. Traders, non-traders, and then if people want to switch between it, you have the flexibility whenever, wherever, and for whatever reason, of course. So peace, love, and cheers. It's Friday, guys. Be safe. Get rest if you need to. Get rest, especially if you traded like me. 7 Green Day made $467.40 for the week. For this is just the week. If I just show you guys, sum it up for this week's amount of profits, not those two, right? So if I'm including last Thursday, then it's $685. I'm happy when I see those numbers, to be brutally honest. But peace, love, and cheers. Love you all. Thank you.